What's up YouTube? Little Candy Gamer here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to get your files print ready. Print ready means that you're going to make a PDF document and you're going to put your artwork in there. It's going to be really bright and really good quality so that it can be printed up for prints. When you're going about this, you would like to add, you need to add bleed onto the sides of your document. So it really just depends where you're from. If you're in America, you might have a different file size to me. So you might not be able to copy my specific dimensions or anything, but if you're in Australia, you will be able to if you want to print it in A4 size. I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch. I don't normally do mine from scratch. What you can do if you're doing it all the time is do what I do and make up a template document where you will have this is your file size, go-to file size, and you can just copy and paste the image into there. So this is a scanned image of my Dragonite drawing. You can see when you zoom in, it's pretty good quality, but still there's like it's grainy, even though the original is not grainy. So I can show you how to fix that up a little bit too for printing. And yeah, so let's get started. So I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch today. So we're going to go File, New, and you can literally go US paper or international paper in here, and I normally go A4, so that's A4 paper. You want to deselect RGB color and select CMYK, sorry, because RGB is for on-screen stuff and CMYK is for printing. So first we'll select that, and that's all good. The resolution I've got is 300 pixels per inch, which I find personally to be a pretty good resolution for what I want. So we're going to go ahead and click OK. And we want to copy our image over there, but he has a little bit of a white border around here because that's the edge of the scanner where he was scanned. So I'm going to zoom out, which is just you select your magnifying and I hold down Alt and click, and that zooms me out in Photoshop. And I'm just going to select just the paper area. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit bigger. With your crop tool up here, you see that one there, crop tool, and then I'm going to press enter, Control A, Control C, and I'm going to copy him over into this untitled document. He fits perfectly because the file was originally a little bit bigger than A4. So now we're going to add some guides on. So we're going to go to View, New Guide. We're just going to start it there, 0 centimeters, and we're just going to do that for the same way the whole way around. So View, New Guide, okay. And so there's 2 guides there, and we're just going to drag this one across to the edge of the paper there. Helps if I don't drag my whole drawing across. So then we're going to go New Guide, and we want this one to be horizontal, and that's good. And we'll go New Guide, so View, New Guide, we want another horizontal one. We're going to drag him all the way down to the edge there, and it should just stop and snap at the end of your paper. So now we're going to go Image, Canvas Size, and we're going to select Relative, and you want 3, well for this it's 3 millimeters on each side at my printing place. So you're going to go millimeters, and we're going to add 6 onto each side. I think that's right, yep, that looks about right. And you actually don't want that white border because they like to chop off like part of the image. So I'm going to move Dragonite up here. He's a little bit too big, so I'm going to go Control T and hold down Shift and just make him a little bit bigger. Hold down Shift to keep him the same size, so it doesn't like warp him, make him too skinny or fat or whatever. Then we're going to go to Single Row Marquee tool, and I'm going to do the horizontal one first. You can zoom in a little bit if you have like trouble with this, that's fine. So you're just going to click right on top of that line there, and then you're going to add a new layer. You're going to right click this and we're going to put fill. Actually, you can put stroke, that works too. And center, 100%. And Control D. You won't really see it because it's like very faint, it's underneath that line unless I zoom right in, and you can see it there. So zoom out, and we're going to do the same thing at the bottom while we're on horizontal. You can zoom in if you have trouble getting it like right on the line as well. I'm going to right click and go stroke and deselect it. You're just doing the same thing for all the sides. So this one here, I'm gonna go to the vertical one, zoom in a bit because my eyes are a little bit bad. Click on there, then we're gonna go stroke, okay. I'm gonna go across to this side and do the same. Stroke, okay, deselect that. And now you can, but you don't need these lines, like you only really need what's in the corner, so I like to select it. It doesn't matter like where you do it because as long as it's on the edge, that's fine. We're going to delete the lines, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You just get your rectangle selection tool up here, rectangular marquee tool. You're going to click in there roundabouts. And go all the way down. I like to think that's selecting the lines. Might have to zoom a little bit. So, yeah, that's enough. Not sort of doing what I want. There we go. We're going to come across to this one down here. Had to zoom in a little bit. And you see that it's like, it's selected. These lines are the ones that I want to delete. So I'm just going to hit delete. And it's going to clear those. Control D to deselect. And we're going to clear the guides, and you'll see these nice little lines right on the edge, and the printers will love you for that. And okay, so Dragonite didn't quite scan very well, like he's kind of dull compared to the original. So I like to fix them up a little bit. So if you go to his layer, I select the background, and you can see all these dots here. Select this masking tool down here, and he'll turn red. The white is like an eraser and the black is like a paintbrush. I got my star brush on there. We just want a regular brush and we're going to turn it down because it's a little bit big, and we're just going to deselect all of these dots and my signature. Let's just take a little bit to do. You can see there's like a bit of red in there, so I need to deselect that as well. That's fairly easy to do. You just can toggle the mask on and off if you can't see where all the dots are. I've never sort of done one of these tutorials before where I'm explaining as I go, so I apologize if I'm just not talking and doing things for a little bit. Deselect the dots. There's a couple more down here. You get the idea though, like I think we're good now. Right, and now you can hold shift and add a part, so I'm going to add that part. There's some more dots there. Oops. Alright, and to invert your selection, now you're going to go Control Shift I, and it's going to invert that, and you'll see that everything around him is red now. So you can go, and you have to use black now because that'll colour in the red parts, I think we've got most of them. Anyway, so basically my go-to thing, and you can do yours differently if you want. This is entirely up to you, but what I like to do is adjust the... Oh, it's not letting me do that. You can go here, saturation, just turn the saturation up a little bit. And then you might want to add another layer in case you make some mistakes and you don't want to do it on your drawing. And if you just go to like a soft brush, turn down the opacity a little bit. I'm not going to like fully go in and edit this now, but I will show you guys roughly how to smoothen out like this grainy texture if you do pencil drawings like me. So I hold down Alt and it will select that color, and I'll just go through like this and smoothen it out a little bit. Even though my original drawing was pretty smooth to begin with, for some reason it doesn't translate very well. Like when I scan it, you can adjust the brush size if it's too big as well, and just go through like this. And you can just smoothen it out a little bit. Definitely want some purple in there. I've already done this file, so this is just mucking around to show you guys. Don't forget, the best thing about these programs is your undo button, which you don't have if you're doing traditional art like this. And around his face especially is really grainy. You can zoom right in there. Whoa! Turn your brush size down if you do this. You can just go in and fix it up a little bit. Printing so that it looks better when you print it. And that's basically it. Don't forget to like my video, comment, and subscribe to me if you would like to see more content. I bring out new content every Wednesday, so definitely don't forget to hit the notifications bell, otherwise it won't let you know when I bring out new content. I'd like to thank you guys so much for all the support that you've given me so far, and I'll see you next time on Little Candy Gamer.